And we're rolling. Laughs at Kaks Comedy Night number 5. I'm going to introduce the comics. Faris, how do you pronounce your last name?
Hytiaa.
Hytiaa, okay. Faris Hytiaa just killed it. He had me crying laughing. He didn't even tell a single joke from his set. He basically just did crowd work, and there's just so much material, I guess, to work with. Like, you filled up like 25 minutes, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
this is someone who appreciates my work.
Oh, I was right there with you. Meagan Windle is next here.
Hello.
Hello, okay. Oh, Megan, talk right into the mic.
Hello.
There you go. You sound crisp. Okay, we got Shealeigh. Shealeigh?
Hi, how are you?
You're so much more shy now. You're just roasting everyone a moment ago about pube jokes and like inadequate partner. Okay. And then Kaylon, our host Kaylon, our comedy show producer Kaylon, and Kaylon did set tonight as well. Kaylon Lambert, and he was also the second last guest on the podcast here.
Yeah, one of the most recent guests of the podcast. Things have been going great. We got an awesome collection of comics on the show tonight, so stoked to do this little podcast.
So it's a semi, I guess, orchestrated dais here, because you guys are all from Lethbridge, including Faris?
Yeah. At all of us at one point resided in Lethbridge or from Lethbridge.
Okay.
I said during my set tonight, Kaylon and I had gone to high school together, and then
were you both doing comedy then?
No, like not at
just pure
all.
like coincidence, like, hey, you're doing this too now, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's what's crazy, because like I'm semi new to comedy, been doing it for like 6 months, and when I was thinking about going down to Lethbridge to do a show, because I heard about Good Times there, I was like, hey, yeah, I'll do a set there. Everyone was like, yeah, reach out to Meagan. She's like one of the hosts and she puts on the show. I was like, no fucking way. Like,
are you guys the same graduating class?
Grad 09. Oh, yeah.
Grad 09, CCH,
and you both you had no idea you both were doing comedy?
Just a couple goofballs.
Oh, wow. Did you even talk to each other in high school? Or?
Oh, yeah.
We ran kind of like with the same crowd and everything.
But So when you both went home at night to be like, oh, I got to do homework, you're both like writing jokes.
Yeah, right. And most of mine were about him, too. So I was like, who is that?
Okay.
Megan's so hot.
Okay, so Shealeigh. So we'll pass the mic to Shealeigh. So you're from Lethbridge as well?
I grew up in a small town outside of Lethbridge called Raymond.
Raymond. Wait, why are you from there?
Because I love Raymond. I'm just a fan. That's all.
Okay. I used to be in oil and gas, and I did a lot of surface land work, and like I don't think I've ever heard of Raymond. How small of a small town we're talking?
There's like 3,500 people.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty small. It's pretty small.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did you know all of them as well then?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Shocking though.
And Faris, like, how
what's
was the Lethbridge connection for you?
I went to school there. I went to the University of Lethbridge.
Oh, okay. And
then Lethbridge. It's one of those places you just kind of end up. Like, you're there and then you're stuck. So I went there for school, and next thing you know, it was 11 years.
Oh, like Van Wildering it, basically.
Not 11 years in school.
Oh, yeah, that's what I mean.
No. I mean, I'm not that. Do I come off that dumb? Where it's just like when I say 11 years, the assumption is you didn't graduate, did you?
Well, I thought you took 11 years to do a 4-year degree.
No, only 7. So it was you just kind of you're just there in the city.
Okay.
And then it was 11 years, and now I'm a Calgary boy.
Okay, sweet.
As of a few months ago.
Oh, okay. Well, where are you from before that?
Before Lethbridge?
Yeah. So you went. How old are you?
I'm 29.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 11 years of school. So you went to university at 14 or whatever.
Yeah.
Math.
I'm kind of all over the place. High school, I lived in Sudan in East Africa. Before that, I was in London, Ontario. Most of my childhood. Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, man. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time. I know the crowd was a bit hammered tonight. But you guys, that's not the first time it's happened to you guys. Come on, right?
Oh, no. We're from Lethbridge, Alberta, my friend. This felt like home.
Requirement of the crowd in Lethbridge to be hammered. Yeah.
Okay, so first for everyone, like, what can we do to improve that? I don't know what to say. Like, they got drunk. I can't, like, we sell booze here. So, but most comedy shows, I remember going to, not Yug Yugs, the Elbow Casino.
That's
yuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like because everyone's quiet because the stage has this nice bright light, and like a show is going on. Like so, other than proving some central lighting, maybe that would like shut everyone up, or I don't know. Any opinions here?
I didn't know we were doing customer reviews. That's great. This guy's
Yelp reviews.
Yeah, he sent the show to QA. He's like, all right, we need quality assurance on this. I think a big thing would be the sound.
Yeah,
I think the sound of the venue isn't designed for a show.
No, fuck no.
I get like it's probably like atmospheric music, like stuff that's designed to be in the background. I would recommend y'all get speakers to actually put on the floor level.
Okay.
If it, I know Long and McQuaid rent some cheap, whatever. But like if you need, or if you want to just invest in actual like monitors, I would say get floor level speakers.
Okay, floor level speakers.
That would be big because one, then everybody's easy to understand because anybody who didn't have perfect mic technique tonight, you couldn't even understand them talking.
That's what I was about to say. You had perfect mic technique, dude. Like you.
Yeah, I'm really good at what I do.
I don't think you cut out once.
The streets call me God's gift to the Shawn. Sorry, you go.
Okay. Other opinions here. Constructive feedback. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's necessarily like constructive feedback, but I think you guys might agree that like a strong host is going to keep people in line, like a strong like ownership and stuff. Like if people are getting like rowdy and out of hand, like that is something that can be done about it. But also it's up to us to take that opportunity and use it as well, like, and feed into that. And I think obviously you're really talented in that aspect and everything. And that's the only nice thing I'll say about you today. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't know all the technicals of like what would be best. Also, though, it's good for comedians to play shows where the venue isn't perfect.
Yes,
because then you learn to be a better comedian. You learn like, oh, I can't just rely on good lights and a good mic. Like I have to like engage with people.
Yeah.
So it's good in that way because you have to like try really hard.
Hey, Shealeigh, are you naturally an introvert and then you like do extrovert stuff on stage? Or no?
I think I just take a bit to warm up to people.
Oh, okay. No, because you're so like nice right now. But on stage, you're like, wait, it's pube jokes? I was like crying. Like I just expect that from you, right? And then just that roasting. I was sitting there just like, holy fuck, this half of why I laughed. I'm not gonna lie, it was just that element of surprise, and then the delivery. Just the verbiage, I don't expect and then you talk about you went to church or whatever. I'm just like, oh, this is pretty, I was piecing all together in real time. No, I really appreciate it. I laughed very hard,
Thank you.
And all this constructive feedback towards Kaylon, because he's responsible for this.
Yeah, no, if there's anybody that's like seeing and taking all of that in, it's myself because, being only 5 weeks in, we're trying to make the best product that we can make, right? So, again, it's only 5 weeks in. We're hearing what comics are saying. We're hearing what other producers are saying for the show. So, what you were talking on earlier with how do we get people a little bit more in line? That crowd, that corner booth was a great crowd until the drinks started flowing.
Oh, they were drunk coming in.
And then next thing you know,
I invited them down too. That was the worst part.
Conversations are happening. And it was during my set. I was like, hey, we're getting to the point where I could hear you guys. Shut the fuck up. Let's just have some more fun. Yes, we've got some more comics, but, let's give them the undivided attention. But that's
we do have a weird setting, though. It's not normal, I can tell, for
it's going to come with the territory. And like Shealeigh said, it's just one of those things where, I just feel like, people are having fun. They start acting a little bit out. You just got to kind of like line them in, like reel them in.
What you were saying about like a little bit of an unusual setting, like this is very close proximity. So if somebody starts talking and having a conversation, you're going to hear it. Like you see it right there. There was a point, because I was like near the end and obviously they had been indulging in everything that, I kind of felt like I was playing to one side of the room and I'm like, okay, well, my audience just went from like
100%.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know, but it's so much more noticeable, and I don't think like that's at any fault of anybody. Like that's just the venue that it is.
Oh,
don't
worry about hurting my feelings. Let us know. It's like, the room setup was weird. We tried like multiple angles now. First night it was corner. Then we converted that. We're still figuring this out, man. Like we're not a true comedy club, but the show, we want to make it into a real comedy show.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. If there's anything, it's just people aren't expecting to walk into like a legit comedy kind of situation. And that's what we're trying to establish here. But again, we're just taking the baby steps to establishing that. Have we had in the previous evenings people getting a little bit too crunk, having a good time?
Well, it's for sure. Because last week it was just one guy, but this week it was a whole table. That's what I was like. And both times the people I invited.
Right. Oh no! Well, even like I did a spot at the first show, and I've already seen the adjustments you guys have been making. Like you've been blocking the street, blocking some of the street off. Like it's a bit.
Kudos to Faris for that.
Getting people away from it, right?
We give a shit, Faris. We try. We give a
no. Like I said, and I told Kaylon this the first time. Like y'all have people coming out to a new show. Yeah. Like even if it is like a dozen people, a lot of people have been doing shows for months, sometimes years, and can't consistently get 10 people out to a show on a weekday.
We'll get more.
And I think you will. Like as long as like I think and so like these tweaks, like it's already showing. And I think a few more things. Like, but again, everybody's got growing pains.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing a very, very good job.
Very philosophical.
Oh, dude, come on.
Give a Socrates hat here.
I'm also a genius. Yeah, let me tell you something. No.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, but no. In all seriousness, I think you guys are doing a really good job. I think the sound thing is a big one. And then 2, like I know like some bars are iffy about this, but if you get your staff comfortable with warning people. So 1, you get the host to establish expectations with the audience. Yeah. So off the top of the show, tell them like side conversations are not tolerated, heckling is not tolerated, all of that stuff. Make sure that's known ahead of the show so that when somebody's got to shut them up halfway through, they know it's on them. Yeah. Right. And then if you guys even get comfortable kicking people out.
Those are my friends. It was hard to kick them out.
Yeah, especially that.
They had a big day. They're tying it. They were on Steven Ave all afternoon, by the way. So all things considered, I'm glad no one puked on the table. To be honest, that was really like towards the end. My one friend literally couldn't like figure out the debit machine, so I was like, bleep.
We take those wins. We take those wins. But but again, I
don't want Kaks Bar and Podcast to be known as like a landmine for you comics. Like it's like, I'm fucking performing at Kaks. Like I wanted you guys to have fun.
Oh no, and I think even now it's already not that. There's still hell rooms that still exist
for sure.
Like you're like even on your 5th show, you're already not the worst show. Yeah. So like that's a win. And I really mean that.
And that's how I've been taking it, being one of the guys taking a lot of the weight of like building the show. I've taken a lot of pride with like the headliners, the features, even the guest spots, like I've been priding myself on getting a variety collection of comics to come through, and that's why this week I was super happy to have not only Faris, but Meagan and Shealeigh come through, some Lethbridge alumni and do, almost like a Lethbridge show. Because when I come down to Lethbridge, you guys have shown nothing but like the biggest support for me. So for me doing this show, it's just an extension of that. We want everybody to come through, have a great time, and just, build the comedy scene. At the end of the day, this comedy scene is still small, but there's a lot of people that are passionate about it and we want to grow it.
Yeah, I think that's really important. And we've, I think, seen that in Lethbridge in the last couple of years for sure, where the community has not only really exploded, but has become so tight knit and so like encouraging of each other. Like it's really a different breed down there. We're very, very fortunate. But the big city's always really exciting too, and being able to like make those connections and come up here and hang out and do all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it really is about community, and I think if you can bring that here, it's going to be a
that's totally what we're working on. Building like, because I love comedy. Everything I do here is Joe Rogan inspired. I like in the psychedelics, weights, MMA, podcasting, bars, comedy shows. So yeah, I'm like a local Joe Rogan. That was the entire inspiration. Sorry, Shealeigh, I really got to ask, where'd you get your comedy style from? Because like I'm like fucking chuckling my ass off. I don't know, just again, like it's just everything you did just caught me off guard, like the insight into your mind, right? Like, so were you like you just always thought crazy shit your whole life and just didn't
Kinda. The town I grew up was like everyone was super one religion.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of looked like and acted the same. So I always kind of got off on like being the weird kid. And then actually, as I got into comedy, Meagan told me, she's like, the audience loves you when you're mean to them.
Masochists, like they love it.
I have leaned in on that.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed your set. I'm not gonna. I haven't heard of you till tonight, and then like right after Kaylon's like, "Hey, let's get the panel ready," and I'm like, "Shealeigh," he's like, "Shealeigh," I'm like, "Yeah," like I don't know, use that. Like my fiance was sitting there too, and she was like crying, laughing. She's like, "What the fuck's this chick?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know." Like, don't look her in the eye; she'll make fun of you. So get out of here. Yeah. Oh man. Guys, I'm going to wind this down. It's just a quick little 15-minute recap. Plug your shows, plug your stuff. Let's go.
Follow me on Instagram at TellAJokeFaris. I'm doing shows all over Canada, so by all means,
any tours coming up or anything?
I'm in Toronto soon. The big one, if anyone in Toronto hears this, I'm headlining the Rivoli in downtown Toronto on October 12th. For the love of God, buy tickets.
Hopefully the podcast is blown up by then. I
rented that on my own dime, so please help me. But no, I think that's about it. Yeah, TellAJokeFaris on Instagram. Otherwise, I don't know. Show love.
Thank you. Thanks for coming down first. Bang, Meagan.
Lots of good stuff coming up in Lethbridge. Hosting a couple shows down there, and then a couple buddies of ours are doing, I don't even know how to describe, like a variety show. It's called Fibs. So Shealeigh and I'll be on that one next week.
What is a variety show? What does that mean?
It's like kind of a comedy / game show / I don't even. It's kind of like live? 2 truths and a lie. Okay. But we're all
But it's all
comedians.
Live? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounded fun. That's why.
So that'll be really fun. And then, coming up here a couple more times. And, so.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. Everyone's show info is going to be on show notes, by the way. I got all your Instagram, so plug it all.
Mine is private. I just have my dogs on there.
Windle _ right? Yeah, I did try to follow. And I got
follow me if you want. It's
face.
not very exciting.
My Instagram is Shealeigh.Smith. And
it's in the show notes, okay?
Yeah, it's in the show notes.
Because
you probably can't spell it, so you need it for the show notes.
I found you. I followed you. I tagged you in the stories.
Yeah. And then, you can catch me at Good Times in Lethbridge.
Okay. Is Good Times the main comedy club in Lethbridge?
Good Times is it.
Is the comedy club. Okay. Yep.
Cool. Perfect.
It's the only one, but also it's the only one. So good. It's like everyone is super nice, super welcoming. They get great talent.
Okay. Sweet. Perfect. Ooh.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, as someone who's toured Canada, Good Times is one of the best clubs.
No, okay, fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Kaylon.
Yeah, no,
we all know Kaylon.
We're all gonna hammer down that truly Good Times. It's one of the best clubs. Like one of my favorite shows to go down. Done it a couple times. The crowd shows up, and the fucking atmosphere. Everybody, if you're in Lethbridge, you're driving through, you're from, make sure you go check out shows at Good Times because you're gonna have a good time.
How long has Good Times been around?
What was it, 4 years?
4? Okay, cool.
Sick show. Super happy to have everybody here that came through. Give it up for Faris.
Thank you so much for having us. Yeah. This is so fun.
Yeah, no, guys, I'd be honored if you guys came down more and performed again. You know, like we're gonna only get, as Faris said, he saw the first show, so we're getting everything dialed in, all right?
Yeah.
So
we're dialing it in. But outside of that, you can catch me on my Instagram at Slayville. SLAYVILLE. It's just Slayer. It's just a collection of my personal and my comedy life. You know, you catch me there. But then we got the Laughs at Kaks comedy show. You can follow that on Instagram and Facebook. My big show that I have coming up, and on October 4th, I will actually be doing the preliminary show of the Laugh Shop comedy competition, and there's $2,000 up for grabs. So come show for the kid. It's always going to be a fun time over at the Laugh Shop. See everybody at Laughs at Kaks next week.
Okay, guys, bye. All right.